Hold on, I'm just about to react to this, and bro, what the hell? What the hell? 411,000 dislikes to 81,000 likes. Bruh. Father in heaven, what happened here?
Now, the BBC has questioned the controversial social media influencer Andrew Tate at his home in the Romanian capital, Bucharest. Tate is under house arrest and being investigated by Romanian prosecutors for accusations including rape, human trafficking and exploiting women, which he denies. The BBC challenged him on whether his views about women broadcast to his millions of online followers harmed young people, as many teachers and police officers claim. Well, the interview, which had no set conditions, was Tate's first since being released into house arrest from police custody last month. Lucy Williamson reports now from Bucharest.
We are doing an interview with you because you're facing some very serious allegations.
Correct.
Rape, human trafficking.
Yep.
And also because there's a great deal of concern about the things you say and the impact that they have on young people, on women.
I don't think the concern's about the things I say. I think the concern is for the level of influence I have and the reach I have.
Let's start with the allegations. Have you raped anybody?
What the
Absolutely
hell?
not.
Why did they just cut him off right there, bro? That's a very crazy cut. I know the way this man talks. This man doesn't give straight answers. He explains his answers. His answers come in explanations. There's no way this man just said that. Oh, I don't think the concern is for what I've done. I think the concern is for my influence. Oh, boom. That's not how he speaks. I know there's more to what he just said. Where is it, bro?
And the reach I have?
Let's start with the allegations. Have you raped anybody?
Absolutely not.
Have you trafficked anybody?
Absolutely not.
Exploited any women for money?
Absolutely not.
But you have admitted using emotional manipulation to get women to work in the webcam industry for you.
No. We have an open criminal investigation. I am absolutely and utterly sure I'll be found innocent. I know the case better than you. I know it intimately and you don't. I have seen all the criminal files and the evidence against me and you haven't. I know the truth of what happened and you don't. And I'm telling you absolutely and utterly, I've never hurt anybody, that the case that's been put against me is completely and utterly fabricated. And I'm never going to be found guilty of anything. And it's very difficult for me to answer your in-depth questions because we're sitting here inside of the territory of Romania. I'm beholden to the Romanian legal system. And I'm not going to incriminate myself.
Let me read you then what you have.
Bro, I'm not gonna incriminate myself, bro. Bro, it's only been 1 minute, and bro, there's been like 70 cuts, bro.
I'm beholden to the Romanian legal system, and I'm not going to incriminate myself.
Let me read you then what you have.
Oh shit! Yo, nah, nigga, cut. How do you like reduce the speed of this shit? Cut in 3D. Is it 3D? HD.
Read you then.
Bro, look.
So,
Let me read you then.
The man was talking, but no words were coming out of his mouth, bro. Let me increase it a little bit faster. Damn.
for Romania, I'm beholden to the Romanian legal system, and I'm not going to incriminate myself.
Let me read you then what you have.
Damn. Okay. Where can I find the full interview? Please and thank you. They cut and manipulated this man's voice so much, it's crazy.
Said about what you have done.
Sure.
You have said, my job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, get her to fall in love with me to the point where she'd do anything I say, and then get her on webcam so we could become rich together.
I don't think that's what I personally said. I think
that's exactly what you said on your website.
No, I've never said that. That's something that you found on the internet. Doesn't mean I've said it.
Your words.
And again, once again, if any female on the planet has a problem with me, I strongly recommend her to go to the police and try and pursue me for criminal charges. I'm actually such a nice person that I've never had anyone come at me.
The BBC has spoken to somebody since your arrest who says...
Bro, this interview doesn't seem very natural. It just seems fabricated, like they're trying to paint him in some way. That's not how you speak naturally, bro. Just listen to this.
I'm actually such a nice... with me.
Like, even the tone changed so quick. Like, it's cuts, obviously. There's obviously a lot of cuts here, bro.
I strongly recommend her to go to the police and try and pursue me for criminal charges. I'm actually such a nice person that
The
I've never had
BBC has
anyone come at
spoken
me.
to somebody since your arrest who says exactly those things, that with you it's all manipulation, there's an ulterior
Is this
motive
Sophie?
to everything
Is this
you
Sophie?
do.
Oh, it's Sophie, the fake name, no face. No
I
one,
was so
the
intent
story that
on
was
wanting to
invented.
please him and wanting him to be happy that I was just kind of, yeah, okay, do whatever you want.
And what is she
That's
accused? Has she
coercion.
accused me of a crime? This
So she agreed to agreeing to him doing whatever he wanted. Listen,
That I was just kind of, yeah, okay, do
I was just kind of, yeah, okay. So she gave consent. Yeah, okay, do whatever you want. That's consent, right? No? She said, okay. Bro, I used to be in sales, and when I used to be very persuasive in sales, and I'll like push and push and push, and if he says like, yeah, okay, you know what, just go ahead and do it. That's consent. Boom. That's the go ahead, and I go ahead and do it, and he pays me, and I move on. Right? Even if he's like, yeah, fine, okay, go ahead. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
whatever you want.
And what is she
That's
accused? Has she
coercion.
accused me of a crime? This imaginary Sophie?
She's making the point that there is
Has she accused me of a crime?
emotional or psychological
I've asked you
manipulation.
a question, and I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you a question.
Correct, but you're not the boss here because I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you the question.
You're not the boss here. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm asking you a question.
Correct, but you're not the boss here because I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you the questions.
Correctly, and I'm telling you.
You get to decide the answers.
No, we're equal here. I've allowed you into my house. You don't come here with
Bro,
a
he looks so arrogant here, bro. Look at his face.
You get
Bro, look at him. Like, look at his face. Like, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm the boss here. Bro, oh my god, bro. They really made him look evil.
correct, but you're not the boss here because I've allowed you into my house
I'm asking you the questions.
correctly, and I'm telling you.
You get to decide the answers.
No, we're equal here. I've allowed you into my house. You don't come here with a position of authority. I'm doing you the favor as legacy media, giving you relevance by speaking to you, and I'm telling you now, this Sophie, which the BBC has invented, which there's no face of, nobody knows who she is.
The
and
BBC did not invent
Of
her.
course not, and because you never invent anything. And she's not filed criminal charges against me. What are we talking about here? What is
We're
she saying?
talking about emotional manipulation
Has she-
into the sex industry for your financial gain.
Absolute garbage.
I'm describing
What is emotional manipulation? Because in sales, every sales guy emotionally manipulates the person to be able to get a sale. You have to get them to like you, like especially if you're doing door-to-door sales. I used to do door-to-door sales. There's a level of emotional manipulation you have to do to be able to get a sale. When a person opens the door at you, they're like, okay, they have to be defensive. They're very defensive because, okay, this random stranger knocked on my door. So who's he? Like, so you open the door and you're like, hi, how's it going? Good, how are you? I'm like, I'm alright. How? I like your car, it's very nice. Okay, you're not building rapport, so you're kind of like manipulating his emotions to be more receptive to you and to trust you in a way, and to feel safe around you, to be able to even spend money on you. That's emotional manipulation. Is that illegal? How do you define and how do you quantify emotional manipulation? I don't know. Because if I meet a girl and I'm courting her and I'm trying to make her to like me too so we can be a couple, and then eventually we have sex because we're a couple, did I emotionally manipulate her into having sex with me? No. I feel like everything here is just nuance. It's just very it's not natural. This is not natural.
She's not filed criminal charges against me. What are we talking about here? What is
we're
she
talking
saying?
about emotional manipulation
Has she-
into the sex industry for your financial gain.
Absolute garbage.
I'm describing women who are going to court to accuse you of rape and human
Sophie hasn't gone to
trafficking,
court. Sophie doesn't
and
exist.
I'm describing women who have spoken to the BBC at length
Sophie doesn't exist.
and other media organisations about what they say is emotional manipulation and coercion, and I'm quoting back to you your own words.
I don't think emotional manipulation and coercion is illegal. Is it? No. I do it all the time when I'm making a sale. That's how you make a sale. That's how you do anything in this world. That's how deals are made. You emotionally manipulate them and you kind of coerce them into. I mean, coercion kind of sounds like evil, but when you're trying to convince someone to do anything, you're low-key coercing them into agreeing to do it. I think, isn't that what it means? I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Let me look at the definition of coercion. Oh, this guy just messaged me. I'm not in the mood for that. Coercion meaning. Okay, coercion means let me actually no, it's not gonna work, but it means the practice of persuading someone to do something by using force or threats. Okay, by using force or threats. Okay, I think okay, coercion is bad because they're using force or threats, but
what they say is emotional manipulation and coercion, and I'm quoting back to you your own words where you describe
They're not my words.
Coercion
They're words
and emotional manipulation.
They're words you found on the internet.
I also don't think Andrew Tate is a person who uses force and threats to get what he wants. I think he's a genuinely good guy. I don't think he threatens people to do things for him.
And Sophie doesn't exist.
On your
so let's
website,
move on to the next subject.
in your voice.
Move on to the next subject.
No, I think I'll stick on this one for a minute. So there's other places in that same website where you say you get girls to fall in love with you and they do it because they love you, because they want to do what you say. Convincing women to take part in some kind of business arrangement doesn't work long term because they're emotional. You've got to get them to fall in love with you. That's coercion, that's emotional manipulation, that's abuse.
What you've found are clips from the internet, some text from the internet, and you're going to sit here and tell me that that's the reason I should be
Your website, your words.
It's not my website.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Check my website. Next.
It's the website you've taken down, and I wonder why those comments have been taken down.
No website's been taken down. My website is the same, and it's been the same for a very long time. You are accusing me. I'm guessing.
I do remember on his website, though, saying something about how he used to... I think she's right there. I do remember seeing that on his website, on his cobratate.com website, or was it Hustlers University? I do vividly remember that. I've seen it before, but again, that is not illegal. There's nothing illegal about anything that he did. I don't think it's illegal. How do you define coercion and emotional manipulation? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't even know anything,
what you're trying
bro.
to say is you're accusing me, and you're trying to say that I'm guilty of the things I'm accused of, and that I'm emotionally manipulating people.
I'm saying that you have said you emotionally manipulated people here for your own financial gain.
No, absolutely not.
It's not only about the criminal allegations. It's a much bigger issue. You've got children's organisations in the UK, you've got rape organisations in the UK, you've got the police naming you by name as someone who has a harmful influence on children and on women in the UK and elsewhere because of the things you say, because of the way you present gender relations, the way you say men should treat women.
That's very upsetting. And the reason that's very upsetting is because I know that's not true. I'm genuinely a good person. I believe my impact on the world is positive.
The reason we're asking you about these comments is because we've got the chief executive of Rape Crisis naming...
Bro, you just said it, bro. Like, nigga, am I tripping? Listen.
Because of the way you present...
She just said, oh, you've got rape organizations, police naming you by name as this and this and that. And the man answers her question, and she cuts him off and repeats the question again. It's like, what?
As someone who has a harmful influence on children and on women in the UK and elsewhere, because of the things you say, because of the way you present gender relations, the way you say men should treat women.
That's very upsetting. And the reason that's very upsetting is because I know that's
She's
not
responding.
true. I'm genuinely a good person. I believe my impact on the world is positive.
The reason we're asking you about these comments...
She just cut him off and
because
continued.
we've got the
chief executive of Rape
Crisis naming...
Why are you saying it again? You just said it 5 seconds ago.
...individually as spreading a dangerous ideology of misogynistic rape culture.
Absolute.
Misogynistic rape culture. God damn. You liberals are good with words. I'll give you that. misogynistic
made
rape culture.
that are leading people to say things like this?
I don't think bro, let me listen. I have watched hours. Not even hours, days of Andrew Tate content. I have never seen him advocate for rape. I have never seen him say that rape is cool. I've never seen him purport or promote rape ever. Rape culture. Do you know what culture means? A culture is something that is normalized, that is practiced among people of a certain demographic. Culture, like a tradition. Like this is our culture. You know what I mean? So rape culture is like, do people just rape?
Absolute.
It's the comments you make that are leading people to say things like this.
Absolute garbage.
National organisations who are saying that are blaming you for increasing levels of misogyny. Schools that are saying they are having increased incidents of girls being attacked, of female teachers being harassed.
If that was
by
true,
pupils because of you and your teaching and your influence.
That's absolute garbage. I have never, ever encouraged a student to attack a teacher, male or female, ever. I preach hard work, discipline. I'm an athlete. I preach anti-drug. I preach religion. I preach no alcohol. I preach no knife crime. Every single problem with modern society, I'm against.
But
I'm teaching young men to be disciplined, to be diligent, to listen, to train, to work hard, to be exactly like me. And
I think it's very important to show his face when he's saying those things. To be disciplined, to be stoic, to be this, but they don't show him say these things. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's more honesty and more conviction when you show his face saying those things, but they don't do that.
Every single problem with modern society, I'm against.
But
I'm teaching young men to be disciplined, to be diligent,
but you don't
to
see
listen,
his face.
to train, to work hard, to be exactly like me. And I'm saying that if men grew up like me, which are hardworking and diligent and some emotional control and stoic, we're going to have a better society, not a worse society. To sit here and say that schools in England, which is a failing nation, which has knife crime going through the roof, violence going through the roof, men's mental health going through the roof. And
I love this. I love that they showed this part. I love that they didn't cut this off. I'm glad they didn't cut this off. This is a very good part for him.
Society, not a worse society. To sit here and say that schools in England, which is a failing nation, which has knife crime going through the roof, violence going through the roof, men's mental health going through the roof, and they're going to all blame me because I appeared on the internet 1 year ago.
You sell an image of success.
Disingenuous. It's disingenuous.
You sell an image of financial success with a Bugatti and a cigar, but it comes with a side order of misogyny.
How does having a Bugatti and a cigar come with misogyny?
I'm sorry, what? Having a cigar and a Bugatti is misogynistic? So why is Andrew Tate the problem? Why don't you attack the Bugatti company? Or the cigar company? Because those are the real misogynists, right? Because if you have a Bugatti and a cigar, then it comes with a side order of misogyny. So that means that Andrew Tate is not the problem. The problem is those companies that are making this car and these cars and the cigars. So how is Andrew Tate the misogynist? It should be the attack Bugatti, the company, not Andrew Tate. Isn't that common sense?
With a side order of misogyny.
How does having a Bugatti and a cigar come with misogyny?
I am asking you about things that you have said that have caused major national organisations, including the police, to worry about you by name. That's what I'm asking you about.
It's not what I said.
It's about what you have said that has caused such concern in the UK. And I want to put it to you that you don't really care about the harm it causes.
That's not true.
Because
that's not true.
Making controversial statements like this online has made you a lot of money.
Okay, so first thing, I genuinely am a force for good in the world. You may not understand that yet, but you will eventually. And I genuinely believe I'm acting under the instruction of God to do good things, and I want to make the world a better place. I genuinely believe my legacy is a good legacy, and I believe that eventually, when the legacy media catches up, they're going to understand I'm a good, positive influence. I'm not interested in damaging the world for money, because if I was interested in damaging the world for money, I could have sold drugs, or I could make rap music and encourage everyone to stab each other like all the drill artists do.
Or you could make controversial statements online that attract a lot of followers who you then direct to your website where they pay to learn how to be like you.
I mean, I could make jokes online. Who doesn't? I mean, I could make a joke
Are you
online.
saying that all the controversial things you've said are jokes?
No, I'm saying that these organizations and the BBC who are going to sit here and pretend that I am the face of damaging the youth is absolutely garbage. It's completely disingenuous.
It makes you
and
money.
The reason, in fact, I've seen thousands and thousands of comments and have endless emails from women praising
Doesn't
the
it
fact,
worry you?
praising the fact that their sons are listening to me.
Does it not
praising
worry you?
the fact that their
The
husbands-
things I'm saying, does it not worry you?
It would worry. It would.
Are you not
worry-
concerned about
it
your
would
influence?
It would worry me if I was genuinely damaging the world. But for you to sit here and say, Andrew, you've become the most Googled man in the world. You have billions of views, and one woman, is now saying that her husband is
I
not
have
the same man she wants him to be.
presented you-
When thousands and thousands of people are saying the opposite, well, then I would say
I've
that's.
presented you with case after case after case, with quote after quote after quote of people who are genuinely concerned about the impact you're having, and you brush it off as if it's nothing.
No, what you have done is come here with an agenda. You've come here with loaded questions. You've come here with things taken out of context. You come here with things that you don't understand are satirical, and then you're going to also sit.
What things though? I haven't seen any part in this interview where she even mentioned any quote and mentioned anything that was taken out of context. I haven't seen anything. Did they cut all that stuff out? Because this interview is not lining up. It's all over the place. I don't see the connection with anything. Anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I'm
Say that
blind.
one woman said that her boyfriend changed when he watched one of your videos, and then I don't know what you expect me.
Satirical.
When did she say that here? Is he making shit up?
To say to that,
Sarcastic and jokes.
No.
That's how you explain
No,
the comments
that-
you
no,
make.
for you to sit down
Would you
and-
like to apologise for any of them?
For you to sit down, for you to sit down.
Yeah, bro said apologize. Like what? Would you like to apologize for you to sit down? For you to sit down and apologize. Oh, that was funny.
For you to sit down, for you to sit down, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's easy. For you to sit down and say that
It's
one
easy.
woman said that her boyfriend watched an Andrew Tate video and now he won't do the dishes.
Schools.
Or whatever your argument is.
Police.
And that I'm somehow the worst, most dangerous man in the world because I have a car. Is just disingenuous. If you actually watch the things I say, if you actually watch my comments about women, I've done long podcasts for hours long about females, talking about protecting for them, providing for them, how I believe a woman should be treated in a relationship. I've done all of this.
Andrew Tate talking there to Lucy Williamson. Well, let's.
Bro, this interview did not make sense at all, bro. Nothing made sense at all. This is such a completely weird interview. Where's the full interview? Can someone send it to me? Thank you.